Come in. Hi Poppy, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. And how are you?
I'm fine, thanks very much. And how's that lovely little girl of yours?
She's good, thanks. She's horse riding now, which is nice.
Oh, nice. Horses are wonderful creatures.
They really are. I'm glad she enjoys it so much.
Where does she ride?
Summerfield Stables, not far from where we live, which is handy.
Oh yes, I know. I've drove past a few times. Looks a lovely place.
It really is, and the instructors are so great too.
Oh, excellent. My daughter used to ride horses. She loved it. How are you feeling? You look a bit nervous.
I am a bit.
Okay, well, there's no need to be nervous. The main aim of this review is to discuss your performance over the last 6 months, as you know, and we're going to work together to come up with ways to help you with your development. Make improvement where needs be and deal with anything that might be bothering you within the workplace. I just want you to be open and honest with me.
Okay.
So you've been with us for 12 months now. How are you finding it?
It's okay. I'm hitting the targets that have been set for me, so I'm happy in terms of that.
Okay, that's great. As I can see here, you've been hitting every target successfully, which is what we want, of course.
Yeah, I have been. But I'm having targets to reach was nerve-wracking at first, but I think I'm more confident in that department now.
Well, confidence is great, so I'm glad to hear that. Is there anything you dislike about the role or are finding difficult? Remember, just be honest with me.
I've had a few issues working in a team. As you know, I had a grievance put against me earlier this year from someone I work with now. That upset me a bit.
Ah, yes, the grievance. How are things with you and John now?
Things are much better now. We are civil to each other, so that's good.
Great, I'm glad you two are getting along better now. However, I've got to be honest, since that happened, I feel you seem to have lost some of your earlier motivation. You don't seem as enthusiastic about the role anymore. Is that something to do with what happened?
I think it is, yes. It disheartened me a little bit, and I feel that John and the other team members are a bit cliquey. I've never really felt comfortable working with them since that incident.
Oh dear. Do you think it's also having an impact on your performance too?
Yes, I definitely think so. Since the grievance was regarding me working too slow, all it's done is made me work slower because I feel like I'm under pressure. I also struggle to be social with other team members and I have a problem communicating with them. The grievance has really knocked my confidence.
Okay, well that makes sense, as the KPI figures show that you are currently only picking 2 orders over the target, which of course is good as it's on target, but I feel you have the potential to do much better. When you first arrived, you were very motivated and enthusiastic about the role. You learnt very quickly, but you've sort of stayed at the same level through the last 12 months, which again, it's good you're hitting targets, but I feel there's room for improvement, which I know you're definitely capable of. You're proving yourself to be brilliant at keeping to health and safety procedures. You've never broken any health and safety rules, always been very careful. Also, the way you handle the orders is always with care and they're always picked and packed with great quality. It's just trying to get you a bit more confident with the targets. What do you think?
I know I could do better. I just struggle with the workload sometimes, especially since we have been getting more and more orders in. I would also like some additional training on the forklift because it's something I really enjoy. However, I don't think the training that was given to me was enough. As well as all of that, I have the issue with working with the rest of the team.
Okay, well, these are all things we can try to resolve. What are your plans for the future in regards to working for this company?
Well, I'm very interested in becoming a team leader, which might surprise you. As I just said, I find it hard working in a team.
No, not at all. Go on.
Well, it's a challenge I've set myself to overcome the lack of team working skills. I think if I really put my mind to it, I could be a great team leader. I just have to learn to control my temper a bit.
Well, I think it's great you've set yourself that challenge, and I think you're more than capable of achieving it. However, there are some developmental steps I think you'll agree we need to take first. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely.
In regards to the targets and the amount of orders you're picking, you're finding it difficult but not wanting to ask the other team members for help. How would you feel about having a mentor maybe?
I think that would be okay.
Okay, great. I'm thinking someone like Steve or Anya. You seem to get on okay with them. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, I've never really had an issue with either of them.
Okay, well, I'm thinking set you up with Steve or Anya for a 4-week period. They can show you the way they do things and hopefully make things a lot easier for you.
Yes, I'll be happy with that, thanks.
Brilliant. In 2 weeks' time, we will have a sit down, a one-to-one kind of thing, and discuss how the mentoring is going, whether you're happy with it, etc., if there's anything you want to change, anything like that.
Okay.
I've noticed that you don't really attend many of the social events, such as the organisation's corporate responsibility events. You don't have to, of course. I just wondered if there was a reason for this.
Not really. I just find it difficult mixing with other people. I find it awkward. It's not that I'm not interested, I just feel really uncomfortable.
Okay, well that's understandable. You also mentioned the forklift. Would you like me to arrange some additional training on that?
Yes, definitely. That would be great, thank you. I'd feel a lot more confident with some more training, I think.
Okay, well that's something that can be arranged. Just leave that with me and we can try and sort that out for you.
Thank you.
Now, in terms of your career plans for the future in this organisation, you want to go for team leader eventually, you said earlier?
Yeah.
And you're struggling with your confidence in the warehouse due to the grievance and just generally finding working with others difficult?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, well I think the best thing to do in order to help with that is to enrol you on a team working course. This will help you with your communication skills and will ensure that you feel more confident working with others. How do you feel about that?
I think it's much needed, really. I'll do it.
Okay, that's great. I'm glad you agree. I think you'll do fine, I honestly do. Once you've completed these development steps, I think you'll be more than capable of improving on your performance, hitting those targets further, and even in the future achieving your goal of becoming team leader.
Okay, yeah.
Great. So going back to the social events we discussed earlier, I know you said you feel uncomfortable socially attending them, but I really think that once you break the ice and attend even just one, it will not only help your confidence, but it will also make you feel more motivated in regards to your job role itself and the organisation's aims and objectives. It will make you feel a part of something. I think this is important because you mentioned you would like to become team leader eventually. Well, attending our social events and really getting involved is something that will help towards that goal. It shows you have a real interest in the organisation. What do you think? Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I suppose I could come to a few.
Okay, that's brilliant. Small steps. Shall we set a target of at least 2 a year?
Yeah, sure.
Great.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay, well, how about we have a one-to-one once every 2 weeks? We can discuss your progress and measure your performance to see if the action points you've discussed today are working or if we need to look at something else. Does that sound okay? Would you like to leave the one-to-ones a little longer? It's entirely up to you. Say every 4 weeks, or does 2 weeks sound okay? Is that enough, do you think, to get everything done? Or
I think every 2 weeks sounds okay. I think that sounds like a perfect amount of time to give me chance to get my head around things and actually change my mindset.
Yes, I agree. I think 2 weeks is a good amount of time.
Yeah.
Right, well that's everything then. Thank you for your time today, Poppy. I know it can be nerve-wracking, a performance review. Do you have anything else you want to discuss? Any questions at all?
Yes, just one more with the forklift. Is there any way